it's very rare to find a person, man or woman, that's in that healed stage.
You think that's also kind of where we put ourselves, like if we go to certain places, we're gonna find certain things?
What's up, y'all?
What's poppin'?
What's going on?
How y'all feeling today? If you had to describe your week with a song,
Ooh, my
what
week
would it
with
be?
a song.
Oh yeah.
Wow, you asking tough questions.
Oh
out
yeah.
the gate.
We're gonna kick it off. We're gonna kick it off in a different level today. To a song. Mine would be "Sky's the Limit." Victoria's Big, 112.
How my past week was.
This past week, yep. How your past week been? If you had to describe it with a song.
I'd probably go with Tupac, Machiavelli, Against All Odds.
All right.
I wonder if there's a heaven out there for real G's. UGK.
Okay. Man. That's you
The
good,
name
man?
of the song's called Heaven, but whatever.
You all right?
You know, we here.
Yeah, man. You know we fight through the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We fight through the bullshit, and I think we picked a song that's that shows that we've been through some shit, but there's brighter days ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So hopefully y'all having a good week as well, or a decent week. You've thriving through your bullshit. You survived 100% of your roughest days.
Oh,
That's
You know what I
that's
mean?
a word. That's a word to the.
Yeah, exactly. So something that's kind of been a hot topic. You know what I'm saying? At least I see a lot on the threads that I tend to follow is if you're not interested in a dude, why it would bother you if he's dating fucks with somebody else, whether it's they black or not.
See, I think that's tough because I think sometimes it's who we approach. I think we approach sometimes people who wasn't gonna fuck with us in the first place, but we approach them, and then vice versa. I'm gonna try to look at it from both angles. That's what I'm doing right now, both angles.
All right,
Voice
yeah.
of the people. That's what I gotta do. So I'm looking at it from one perspective of, all right, I hollered at one, and she wasn't gonna give me the time of day, but I didn't holler at her friend next to her wanted me to talk to her, so I went for the one I liked versus the one who actually would have talked to me.
Well, you were attracted to who you're attracted to.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. And yeah, I got you. It's okay. It's all right, brother.
Keep going, man.
Yeah,
I want you to make your point.
I just wanted to say that, but I was more or less thinking like you said, she turns you down and you turn around and go to the next girl that's not black and she is with it, and now you off, and then you two do something together and you see the same girl, and you mean the same girl you try to holler at is now shaking her head at you,
It could be somebody that you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be just walking down the street. If I had a white girlfriend and I was walking down the street and a group of black chicks, gave me the side eye. I was like,
you mean that type of energy?
Yeah, plug in on this. Hey B, my bad.
Yeah, that I don't understand.
Neither do I.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to even speak on it. Like
Yeah, you can.
I guess my biggest thing is if my boy Chill's walking around with a white girl or whatever, regardless if they were together or not, and you just automatically give them the side eye and the 30 look and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that same energy is on. I hope that energy is the same when you see a white girl, a black girl walking around with a white dude. That's all I hope. Because y'all don't do, or I can't say y'all. I'm not speaking for all of them, but I guess with my experience, it's okay.
I think
get a pass or something.
I think it's the same thing for us too, for in some cases, because I remember I was out and I saw this bad black chick with a white dude, and I was like, but in my head I was like, damn, she bad. Like, damn, he pulled her. Like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kudos, my nigga. Like, for real.
Yeah.
She was bad. But I don't think. Can we say that happens on the flip side?
I would say, if I'm honest, I would say I've done it, and I wasn't trying to be an asshole, but I had talked to the girl, and I saw who she talked to after, and I was like, for real. But that was me.
You saw who talked to her after?
I saw who she talked to next.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, And you know what I'm talking about too. But it's kind of weird seeing the opposite side. I've all my friends have dated outside of being black. Like, I can't even lie, I've dated a few people that aren't black. But, you know, did I get side-eyed? Did I feel weird? In certain situations, I felt weird going to places.
Okay.
Like I've been in places where I brought the white girl, or met the white girl at the club, and we sitting in the DJ booth, and I'm sure everybody like, who is this dude? And who is he with?
Yeah.
Like, who do they think they are? Like, I know this happened, but I tried to do this. So I don't know if I even was really paying attention, but I guess I'm asking y'all from your perspective.
Okay, let's make sure we clear this up. Everybody on these couches, everybody fucks with black girls, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make, the public don't know that. I know y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? But I want to make sure
we love our sisters. What do you mean?
It's in a sense like I don't fuck with black girls. I don't talk to black, like, if I was in a relationship, it's not because I don't like black women.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, but I also want to say this: if you don't like them, that's okay. And I want to say that. I want to say it this way.
Goddamn right.
Right. So that's okay. But I think we have to let people know that too. Like, listen, if that's not what you want, that's what I want.
I think people take life too seriously.
I think people get jealous for no reason.
And because they take shit so seriously.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're definitely, taking it very serious, I guess, in my sense. If you really love this person or whatever, love ain't got no color, regardless of whatever it is. They got that connection or whatever. And that's what you got to deal with when you go home, or however it work or may work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
it's just energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's one thing I'm really learning, that the energy is fucking real, bro.
For real.
And you can't
majorly.
Like, who you attract to is who you attract to. You can't stop that with you black, white, Hispanic, you know what I'm saying, Martian. It's the same.
I'm trying to get me a UFO. A UFO girl. I'm trying to get me one bad.
Need you okay.
Extraterrestrial.
Let me know how that goes for you.
All right, I'm taking a trip. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
I'm good, man. I need to know that we got a similar, what is it called? Biography?
DNA?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Damn, it's not biography. Biology, yes.
That boy is crazy, man.
Yeah, man. We gotta have the same type of DNA, chromosomes type of shit.
But wait, I still think we got to flush that out, because, I do think it's this too. You know how you see, we can read body language, and just as much as we try to act like we put our best foot forward. Like, if someone tells us something, like opposite sex, we can't come to someone, especially our own, people, quote unquote, and see the attitude or whatnot, and think and act like the attitude is not there, or how do y'all deal with that? Like, even in the same situation, like you said, if you're walking down the street with a person that's not black, and you see a group of black people. I even watched that old meme where it had the dude that came and talked to the girls, like 3 girls, and he was black, and all the caption is like, "Are you corny? Are you this, you that?" And then he walks down the street with the other girl, and they're like, "He's a sellout. He's this. He's this." But he just tried to holler at y'all first, and y'all shut him down, and now he's with the other person. Now you hating. So,
okay,
that's what I've heard people say.
It's the energy, and it's energy and psychology.
Okay.
So you holler at the chick shoot you down. Okay, her energy's negative, her body language is bad, whatever. Okay. That energy don't attract.
That energy, okay.
Right? But psychologically, it's but she chose him. And it's the difference of seeing somebody else with something that you didn't really want, but them seeing the good in it. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
I see.
You know what I mean? AB might not like some chick that I might be like, oh damn, she bad as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He'll pass on her. And for me, it's like, hey, that's a come up. So it's both. We might kick it off. You know what I mean? He might not have vibed with her. Like, all right, I'm good. But for me and her, it's like, damn, it's like
A click.
we click. You know what I mean? That's the energy.
Click clap.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
You know, but nobody wants to nobody wants to feel jaded. Like, damn, I missed out on something that could have been. You know what I'm saying? It's the thought of what could have been if I did say yeah. What type of guy is he really?
I see.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But sure, are they even willing to even try that?
It's like that song that you skip on the album. You always skip it, and then you find it here, somewhere else. You're like, damn, that shit's actually pretty damn fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
At first glance, it's like, oh man, this shit is, I'm good. But as you hear it just outside of your own shit,
Damn.
you know what I mean?
That just happened. Okay. So, AB, what do? You walking down the street, and you with a lady, you see a group of ladies that are not the same hue as the lady you with. What do you do with that energy? What do you? How does it make you feel?
It don't make me feel anyway. I just stiff arm it, bro. I just keep it moving. You know, like, who are they? To me, I'm already knowing, I guess, at least in some situations, like, I'm tall. I'm already seeing what's going on before they see it.
For the short people see it.
My girl is, she is Mexican. And I'm already gonna see the negativity or already somewhat sense the vibe that I'm already gonna expect walking through this path of group of girls or guys or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This ain't my first rodeo. You know what I'm saying? So where I'm at now, that's
just the level of maturity, though. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of motherfuckers ain't reached that level, bro. That's what I'm realizing. It's a level of maturity to not give a fuck about what's going on with somebody else's life.
Not to give a fuck. That's a real. You got to learn it.
Like, for real.
Like, for real.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a whole book on it.
Yes, there is a book on it, yes.
Yeah.
Read it if you haven't, but you got to just learn not to give a fuck,
Okay.
That's why the world
for me to, like, when you ask me, like, how do I feel about it?
Yeah.
There's no feelings. There's no negative, positive feelings. There's just
it just is
a situation I just got to stiff arm.
You know what I'm saying?
If I don't stiff arm it, if I let it enter my realm, then I'm going to have an emotion on it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that emotion breeds negative, negative internal energy. It's like, now you're just constantly thinking, like, oh man, why is it this or is it that? Is it this? You're constantly evaluating yourself.
And then when the smoke clears, who are they? Where are they now?
Right.
Gone, living off their life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that shit should happen even with folks who have been in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that the ship sinks. You know what I mean? But just because the ship sinks don't mean that you gotta have this negative, energy towards the folk. You know what I mean? Hey, I was good before they came into my life. They taught me some new shit. And guess what? When they leave my life, I'm gonna be good too, because
I'm with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, I guess you could say I also had like that little state of mind. It's, it's a little bit of cockiness. If you're talking bad about me, then I must be doing something good. So I'm really about to stun on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm about to hold her hand. I'm about to swing that motherfucker. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be mad about something? I'm about to give you something to be mad about.
But I do think, like I've said that before, that there's a fight between. I just put it this way: the black woman and black man. Like it seems like we haven't been on the same accord for a long time, for years, and we're now like people are opening their mouths and people are like, "Oh yeah, I don't fool with that," and people are actually saying how they feel, especially men now, are really speaking to how they felt about things that we haven't really talked about openly, except for in the guys' circle.
Oh, right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like actually coming through, like we just talked about with that whole sit down. The guys are expressing their feelings directly to the person,
right?
And then when you express your feelings directly to a person, they're like,
well,
start doing all you like, okay, bro, like, okay, I can't even.
Well, there's a level of maturity to that. So I think that there's, and I would love to have a woman's perspective on this. There's 3 types of women. Okay. You know what I'm saying? There's the woman that's healed, that can sit and hear what you have to say, actually ingest it, interpret it, and make adjustments as where needed. You know what I mean? Same way that there's three types of guys. So the one that's healed, there's the one that's like they've been wronged in their past relationships, and so they're a bit more. They had to become this. I don't want to say masculine figure, but they had to put up a bigger wall. You know what I mean? Because they're protecting themselves. They haven't. They're not completely healed, but they're like they know they want to feel better. You know what I'm saying? That's the second
a lot of walls up.
A lot of walls up. That's the second group, and then the third group are the ones that are just like they've come up masculine. You know what I'm saying? They come up in the I gotta grow up. I gotta be tough. So I grew up in this tough environment, and that's just who they are. You know what I'm saying? What you say?
Still layers.
Still layers.
I feel like it's a planet. The planet has supposed to be at 7 layers, 7 cores.
Oh, right. With the crust.
Hey, man, there's levels to it, man. You know.
So I think
McMill, shout out to McMill.
Right. So I think what we find is that a lot of the people that we deal with are the folks that are in that middle column. You know what I'm saying? That's still kind of hurt and kind of healing. Because it's very rare to find a person, man or woman, that's in that healed stage.
You think that's also kind of where we put ourselves, like if we go to certain place, we're going to find certain things? You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily.
See what I'm saying?
I think demographics can play a part in it. I also think, depending on what you're looking for, you got to really know your list. Do you match your list? Do you really know what you're asking for when you want that list? Because
dropping nuggets. Okay.
If you want what Lady A,
right,
the nurturer or whatever, if you're adventurous, she might not be, bro.
Right.
Just because she's always in that healing, I gotta protect this, that, and the other, make sure this is going on straight.
Okay.
Well,
know what I'm saying?
I think those are more.
Just an example. No, go ahead.
I think that's more the individuals in column B that's still trying to figure out, like, okay, I can't necessarily be all the way free. You know what I mean? Because I gotta have this wall up.
Yeah,
where the folks in that healed stage is more like it's life. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it is what it is. If it works, then it works, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Because finding a healed person is like,
it's like a
I'll expand. I want to, because you got to come here. You got to come correct too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I want to expand myself because they want to expand themselves too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I could sense that energy. We both want to build. I'm willing. I'm digging her style. I'm liking this. There's a connection there. Yeah, I take this serious. You know what I mean? It takes. You gotta know what the fuck you know what I'm saying? You gotta come correct with that shit.
Hell yeah, you gotta come correct, man. It's like a unicorn, bro.
And number two is more like the fixer. I don't want to say the fixer, but like, you can help pull them along. You know what I'm saying?
But it's gonna take work.
It's gonna take work.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta be willing to put in that work.
But if you want that, but your list is girl C.
Okay.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah. So are you saying?
You want this, but what you trying to put out there and what you trying to catch is, and you keep snagging C.
But so what does that say about you?
That's your type.
What I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
You're saying that's really your type. Your real type is that.
You gotta go back to soul searching or something.
Right.
That's true.
That's when you gotta find the different geographics or whatever, or where they gonna be at.
Okay.
Because if you still hitting the club when it's 18 and up night.
But I think that if you attracted to girl C, if you digging girl C, then your energy got to be in that same position too, right? In most cases.
I think so. It definitely has to be on that same energy, but at the same time, are you willing to also to go above and beyond to also lay down some of them layers, bro?
Oh, that's like a move, bro. I ain't moving no more mountains.
I feel you ain't moving no more mountains, but eventually there's gonna have to be some layer chipping
that you're gonna have to
find a balance.
Well, yeah.
Nothing's ready made.
Because she could say on the flip side, I ain't trying to change no brother either.
I don't want to change you.
Or whatever.
That's my thing.
I don't want to change, but I want to grow. If we're going to do this together, I want to grow. If I don't want to change, then man, what's you?
And that's the point. You know what I'm saying? If you got to know where you at, you know what I'm saying, to know where you should be at. If your dream girl is girl C, which is, you know, they built in that, like, I got to get out the mud.
So you have to be and I don't know how to say this, you have to be the submissive guy then, in that if you're saying she's the masculine, you're the feminine?
No, I'm not saying that you are feminine, but your masculinity is on the same level.
Oh,
you know
so y'all just bumping heads all day?
You can be.
Because she's like, it's going this way. No, it's going this way.
I mean,
yeah, because that's but to me, that's what's going to happen.
I think that everybody has everybody's at whatever level they are in life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for nobody else because I know what level I'm on. You know what I'm saying?
What level you on?
The level I'm on is I'm no longer trying to heal someone or make someone feel better.
So with you saying that, like I said, everybody's not ready made. Someone's going to come to you. They might be healed, but they might lack in a different area. Right. Are you okay with that area not being?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, nobody's perfect.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's no perfect person. Even myself, I'm working on myself on a regular basis. But what I mean by is, like, you gotta want to heal yourself.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because going into, I think this is where we go into, a lot of people go into relationships and fuck up, is because they find they look for projects. You know what I'm saying? They look for projects, and that as men, we're fixers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we think, okay, well, you know, I can get her out of this funk, or she don't do this. You know what I'm saying? I can help her grow into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I'm at, they got to be on that same level of,
right.
Hey, I want to do better for myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't like whatever. You know, they working on themselves the same way I'm working on myself, and we work on ourselves together. You know what I'm saying? We feed into each other. Like, hey, you know, this is something that I know you're good at that, or hey, you know, I'm good at this. You should try that.
Yeah.
And
I'm with you.
That's how shit should be.
Yeah. I believe it's like someone that speaks life into me. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'll be looking for.
Yeah.
It's someone that speaks life. Like, I feel like when I'm talking to them, I'm learning something. I'm like, oh man, okay, yeah.
And that's
I want to sit up. Yeah, I want to be like, oh, okay, well, you know what? You want to come correct. Not the feeling like I know so much. Like they ain't even ready for what I can open their eyes to. Like,
it's kind of like an in between girl A and girl B. You know what I'm saying? Or lady A, woman B. Because those that are going through that tough time or whatever, that they had to put them walls up, that eventually, that time comes where it's like, you know what, I'm tired of feeling like this. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then they transition into that, they become girl A. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's just once they hit that wall of, man, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm over this. I'm over this level.
Is there a lot of girl A's out there? Are there A's and B's out there?
I mean, I have not met every girl in the world.
A minus.
But I think there's a
B
lot.
plus.
I think there's a lot more B's than A's. And I think in 2023 has been
a lot of C's out there.
I couldn't tell you, man. I don't pay no attention to that shit.
There's some C's out there.
I don't pay attention to that.
There's definitely some C's out there.
Process of elimination.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just because that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure however long ago I knew some C's.
And we're not trying to, you know, say we attacking women today. We're just saying we just need to expect, like he said, it's always that in men too. There's an A, B, and C on our level too. But we just speaking to one side of the table.
But what ends up happening is that you go into this shit and everything's all roses and you know, lollipops and gumdrops in the beginning. You know what I mean? Because it's new and it's exciting and you know
it's different.
It's different, right? Yeah. Right. It's not what you had before. And then the next thing you know, 6 months down the line, like, who the fuck is this person?
You're right. I just flipped the switch.
Right, you know what I mean? You know? And then motherfuckers get to cheating.
Yeah, they're doing the most.
You know?
Yeah.
So, cheating is
bad.
It's bad. I want to use a different word.
You was about to say inevitable?
It is not inevitable. It's a choice. The level of cheating is a choice. However, it's a two-party play.
But if you're at this point in life, why are you still not saying you?
Mm-hmm.
I guess if I'm at a certain point in life, I'd rather just deaden the whole situation.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's where you at now.
That's what you're supposed
But
to do.
you can't say you ain't never cheated before.
Yeah.
See? That's the level. You know what I mean?
You've grown.
That's the growth. I agree with you. You know, at this stage, if it ain't working out, hey, it ain't working out.
Ain't nobody up here perfect. Ain't nobody in this world perfect. Let's say that.
The season has just ended.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you have to know when to change that, to put on a new jacket because it's cold outside now.
Well, yeah.
Because the season ended.
And there's the fact that, like I said, it's a two-party play. You know what I'm saying? There's the person who actually does the cheating, right?
Mm-hmm.
That ends up getting caught, because you always get caught. And then there's the person who ignored the conversation that was needed to avoid the cheating. Because cheating don't just happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cheating happens when you made announcements that, hey, I'm not feeling this, or hey, I'm not getting this, or hey, I need this. And
let me say, needs aren't getting met.
They're not being met. They're not being
met.
But I don't want to say it in a sense where like no attempt has ever been given.
It's like saying, I'm gonna keep shooting these free throws until I hit one, but you ain't never hit one. So you still haven't met the mark. You haven't met the mark. You're never gonna meet the mark because you can't hit the free throw. You know what I'm saying? You can get close. It can hit the rim. You know, it can bounce, and then go out. You know, fall out of bounds. I don't hit the backboard. So you know what I'm saying?
So this is why they're part of the blame, because instead of having a conversation with you, like returning the conversation as to what it is that you need and what you're not getting, and so on and so forth, they interpret it their own way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a psychologist, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Psychologically,
learn something.
No one wants to feel like they don't know their partner. You know what I'm saying? If I tell my girl I like this, right? And I could be pretty specific with it. If it's not done to my specifications, and she's not coming to me asking like, hey, like what am I missing on? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do this, and I'm not necessarily, I don't see a change in our relationship or whatever. You know what I mean? Like we're still kind of distant. What am I missing on? That helps curb, because it's like, all right, man, shit. You know, we working.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a guy wants to, if a guy sees his girl is down, what's he do? Hey, baby, what's wrong?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is there something that you need? What have you? You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
But you're saying
we're fixers.
But you're saying if the girl doesn't turn around, she sees you down, she don't. Like,
well, that helps curve the aspect of a guy wanting to stroll, a guy or girl wanting to roam. Because it happens on both ends of the spectrum. Girls not getting whatever affection, you know what I'm saying? And a guy doesn't know how to give the affection the way that she needs it.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, tell me, what does that look like?
Or
like,
the conversation, is left out, whatever.
I think sometimes people can't explain what it is.
I think it's the vibe. It's the energy. It's the way the other person makes you feel.
Lazy though.
Well,
yeah, now that's what we probably
people do get lazy. People get lazy, but at that point in time, you gotta have a conversation with yourself. Like, is this something that I really want?
I don't think they get lazy. I think it's this: they never wanted to do that in the first place, so they put up that front until they got comfortable, and now they're like, that wasn't even me anyway. I was just doing that just to make you feel good. Like,
true.
I liked you, so I did that.
You
know what I'm saying?
Not realizing you got to be consistent of doing that Or, you know, outside looking in, it like you did something, then it looked like you got lazy.
Right.
But,
You know
and
what I'm saying?
that's the crazy thing too, man. That comes with, I guess it's experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But there's some cats that just ain't got no. I don't know how you have so much experience and never it never clicks for you. That's a whole other conversation though. But
That's I don't give a fuck. Like
it's the experience and it's the wanting to do better for yourself. It's like,
Right.
look, man.
Right.
I spent this time, and especially for us at we in our late 30s,
Mm-hmm.
we don't want to waste time. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't.
Or anybody else's, for that fact.
Or anybody else's.
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what I mean?
not trying to waste mine or anybody else.
Like I know that the time's gonna pass. Don't get me wrong. I know time's gonna pass, and sometimes it's cool to have somebody to pass time with. You know what I mean?
Or we just passing time.
But I think that with passing the time, it helps you find your person. If you had an attraction to a woman, right? But you knew that y'all had a similar attraction. Y'all attracted to each other, but y'all knew that y'all wasn't each other's person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Would you be cool passing time and having a conversation like, look, man, we cool. I dig you, you dig me. We can pass time together until you find your person. And when you find your person, all right, have fun. You know what I mean? All the best. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of what the fuck is going on anyway right now.
Well, yeah, but I agree. I definitely a 1,000,000% agree. But I feel like one of those people at some point is going to get comfortable. And I don't mean comfortable like AB was saying where they start to neglect shit. I mean comfortable
that's just
with
laziness. That's
that
just,
laziness. I meant. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Not laziness.
Laziness is comfortable.
But
That's
comfortable,
totally
like,
different
in the
thing.
sense of like, you want more.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
and
Yes, because they're gonna be like, yeah, this feels good to me now. Like I'm getting, you meeting what I'm looking for.
one or the other can catch feelings, but when you have a mature conversation and you be like, hey, look, I get this is what you want,
Yeah.
and I get that I'm a dope individual, you know what I'm saying, but this ain't the season for that for me, you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
I'm on this journey. You got to have that conversation, and that way you got to give them the opportunity to leave, or you know what I'm saying. You got to give them the
Make a
choice to make that
move or
choice.
something,
You know,
yeah.
it's their
You gotta
choice.
do something.
I think a lot of times we try to hold on to shit, you know what I'm saying, and by the manipulation and what have you, when that might just because we don't want to lose nothing. You know
I
what
be
mean?
thinking sometimes also, in other people's situations or whatever. I think sometimes it's being expressed, and that you just ain't hearing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time when it comes to that real conversation, or to them, it may be that real conversation, they already getting ready to head out the door, or make moves. You know what I'm saying? Like why you didn't tell me anything, bro? She probably was telling you.
You wasn't hearing it.
You weren't paying
You
attention.
just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Laker game was on or something.
It's
I
a
don't
difference
know.
in listening and hearing.
And just like you said, like if I would say, a woman, or at least the woman that I was raised up and by, or like if I'm speaking of my mom, like she gon', I guess you could say from a man to the man, she gonna say something probably about 2 times. She was big on the like 3 strikes.
Yep, same.
Right.
She
Same.
gonna tell you.
Yep.
By that 3rd one, if she tell you about that 3rd one, bro, oh, it's already
you in
it's
trouble.
pretty much
You're in trouble.
it's pretty much over.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
so I be thinking you have to be mature with yourself to hear what's being told to you, whether
Right.
it's the same complaints or not or whatever.
You gotta be able to you gotta be able to be in the moment. You
Yeah.
gotta be able to be in the moment. A lot of
It's
times,
hard because it's random.
well, yeah, but no one wants to be told what they ain't doing right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to hate watching film. I hated watching film. Cause I was always fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, when you fuck up in a game and you gotta watch film, bro.
Oh yeah, that happened too. That was real bad.
Hey,
It's bad.
cross blocks. I did good on the cross block. I don't know what
You know?
y'all talking about.
But that's the only way you know how to fix your fucking issues.
Do you feel like because we're raised by a single mother, or even a mother in general, that really has a strong hold on our life, we're open.
I would think that has a piece to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you being learned in a household. You know what I'm saying? I was raised by a single mother, also an older sister, and I got all aunts. You know what I'm saying? Aunts.
Okay.
So I'm being gamed down of
Yeah.
womanism, I guess you could say, or I'm just watching and learning different perspectives of what happened in these situations with this personality, even though they're all women. But at the same time, regardless of whatever I may have taught at home, yeah, I may bring it out into the relationship, but I'll also say, like, having experience in past relationships also taught me growth as well. You know what I'm saying?
Like you can't. I think
if you ain't got experience with women,
You're gonna suffer, bro.
not saying I'm not saying by sleeping with them or being just talking to them.
I agree.
If you don't know how to talk to women, just
I agree.
on some normal stuff,
I agree.
like, nah.
I think there's two folds to that though. I think there's, for a lot of people, a lot of guys, some guys can talk to women and that they're not interested in.
Yeah, like I got women
You know what I'm saying?
friends.
Like
All guys can talk to women.
Yeah, you can talk to anybody who's, and so it's not necessarily a woman thing. It's having the emotion attached to that woman, being able to have a conversation with a woman that there are feelings attached to. You got to have experience doing that shit.
Yes.
But I do think it is that it's learning, and there are some people who don't know how to have those conversations, who are don't open up ever, and it's the other side. And if we're being real, some of us have paid for the other person's mistakes, and that may be man or woman.
Yeah.
You had to break through those walls over and over and over until you get to.
But it takes that's an internal thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to want to get to that spot.
Right.
And that's where going back to what we were saying earlier, the fixer mindset can't come into play at. It's like Inception. Like they have to have the idea themselves to want to come out of and grow, and you know what I'm saying. We have to have that, because until you have that, you're gonna repeat the same cycle.
Is there anything we can do?
It's it's something I tell, I preach to my athletes, preach to the young bucks. It's one of my favorite words, man. You just got to be consistent, man. You got to be consistent on whatever you do, especially if I'm speaking on, I guess that part of being raised by black women and seeing what I seen in the household. Bro, they big on that consistency.
Oh yeah.
You do not have time to fall off.
Nope.
You just don't. And if you do, you're going to be tested, bro. Like that's just what the black woman does or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, they're gonna test you just so to see if you're still either being consistent or there's some part of growth of what you got going on.
I want to make sure I understand your question. What can we do in regards to like having better communication with black women, or what can we do to make sure that we healing, or what was?
I meant the first one.
Okay.
For right now.
Okay. In all honesty, it starts within yourself. So it's the chicken or the egg. You know what I mean? It's chicken or the egg. You have to realize that within, you know what I'm saying, I need to make some changes. You know what I'm saying? And you have to realize that from within, what I'm doing, looking at my history of the women that I've dated and the outcomes of those relationships and what have you, like has there been a common denominator? And if that common denominator is me, then all right, I gotta own that shit. Then you gotta sit in that. You gotta sit in that for a minute.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Once so you gotta be healed in order to change how you talk to just your woman, whether you're black, white, whatever, whoever it is. You got to be healed to be able to have a mature conversation, and so do they. It all starts from within.
Is there also this? We have to dispel this rumor of, because if you do not date, if you don't date a black woman, it don't mean you hate your mama. That does not mean you hate your mama. Like let's stop that. Let's stop that.
I think there's you're getting two movements mixed up.
Okay.
There's the movement of the guys that I don't date black women, like specifically because of this reason. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't like black women because they are this, they are that, they are that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Then there's the I can't date a black woman because they're not interested in me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if I could, then I would.
I got you.
But I can't. So
My bad.
there's two movements there.
Thank you,
know
for
what I mean?
clearing that up. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
All right.
You're not interested, or there's not a large number
Right.
That too. You
Right.
don't live in a
Of
place. Yeah.
Right.
of
like-
what may have matched your list.
Right. That I'm not attracted. I'm not attracted to some of the. I'm attracted to black women, but I like this is my style.
McDonald's is just like dating. You go and you pick from the menu. You pick what you like, you pick what you don't like. And if you don't want a Big Mac, you don't have to buy a Big Mac.
Well,
They got a chicken sandwich too.
I think it's kind of simpler than that because you can't build your own. You can't build a woman.
No, you can't. But I'm saying this. If you go into a place, let's say we all walk into a random,
I would love
we're
to
going to
go.
use nightclub, we're going to use club, we're going to use whatever, grocery store. You will see a variety of people just from the outer looks of the people.
Right. Gotcha.
You will
Gotcha.
then pick from the menu that you think you want on it. Now, once you get it, then you can open it up and see it has lettuce, tomatoes, onions on it.
Yeah.
Like-
I guess I'm just thinking about more so like the restaurant in itself. You know, I'm not frequenting some restaurants just in general. So they ain't even on the list.
Okay, that's even more of a. That's the
I
same
feel what you're
reason.
saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I kind of like him though.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some restaurant I'm just not just gonna step into.
But it's the same thing. And there's some people you just ain't gonna be attracted to.
Yeah,
and you
absolutely.
Not gonna talk to them.
And that's fine.
And that might be the same way too. Let's say this. Let me say this. That might be the same way with some of them women we've approached who gave us the, I don't want to talk to you.
I got that a lot in high school.
Okay. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
I've definitely got my either no or my or my whatever it was, like you trying to talk to me, like I've had
Yeah.
that. Now maybe what we need to
Cold.
speak to is this: y'all need to change your approach on how y'all let people down. And I get it, man. I understand. Listen, I understand, man, because in a few years you see Timmy, and that Timmy went to the gym, and Timmy's making money, and all of a sudden you like Timmy because Timmy's body looks better than it did in high school.
What they say, the glow up, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I think that's what they use, the terminology.
Yeah.
The glow up. That's funny.
But
No, but true. That's real though.
No, for
that is
real.
very real.
That's very real.
That's very real.
Yeah, because you got. I just
I don't
feel
know
like
if it's. I don't know if that's like a geographic thing.
no, it's universal. It's
I could
universal.
be barking up the wrong tree, but boy,
Yeah,
oh man,
we have to talk on that because I do feel like we see that we over and over and over. And you know how much I told somebody this the other day. You know how much I'm trying not to use a big word. How much how much balls you have to go and talk to a total stranger that you've never met in your life and
That's
try
a bold
to
move. Definitely a
convince
bold
this
move.
person to give you their phone number, let alone having a drink, hang out with you or something outside of this, or even just have a conversation.
it's a friendly conversation,
Bro, that's going to be awkward because you don't know me from Adam, but I got to figure out how to do it and how to approach it. And I may have been thinking about it for 20 minutes.
Man.
Just to get myself up to that, okay, I'm going to go talk to her now, man. I finally got it in my system. I'm going to go do it.
You know, man, it takes a very high level of fuck it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a fuck, man.
That's-
You gotta have. I don't give a fuck.
It takes.
I'm about to go all in,
Yeah, it takes the fuck it.
and you about to shoot your shot.
Right.
You know.
The buzzer, not the free throw.
Yeah, nigga, this is like game 7.
Yeah. You walking on
For
the
the
court.
win.
Game 6.
Yeah, the clock's ticking.
For the
Yeah.
win. Damn, I won.
Yeah.
And
You
know,
didn't the play that ran through your head like 80 times.
Right.
Like, all right, this was gonna happen. This is how it's going. It's
Yep.
yeah.
but
Say that again.
maybe that's the. Is that the maturity? Because like I said,
Not
in
necessarily.
high school and I guess you could say, college, mid-20s or era or whatever, when I was single trying to holler at black women, they cold, bro. They cold with the denial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I guess if I'm shooting up the game shot on game 7 for the win, I guess it's gonna be kind of cold.
Oh, I see what you mean now.
But there's some other shades out there that's not kind of
That ain't gonna hit you with
The
that.
dismissal ain't as.
it's not as
It's
cold.
more palatable.
Yes.
It's more palatable.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
okay.
if that's a
I got
respectful thing, a
I gotta-
maturity thing.
I gotta ask the question because I know I think I'd be doing the people a disservice if I had not asked the question.
Okay, let's do it.
What is the worst rejection that y'all have gotten?
The worst rejection I had gotten,
Yeah.
and there's like 5.
Ooh.
Oh, you touch
Like-
on one. What's
Like, I'm just saying, do you want the rejection of,
Give us a couple. Just give us a couple. Just shoot it off.
you
the
know, I'm sure everybody got this. It's not the worst,
cuff.
but
Every man probably.
you know, buy the girl the drink,
Mm-hmm.
the how much you got to pay. You know, it's loud in the club, so you got to link. This ain't no movie.
Right.
Right.
This is the reality. You lean in, you pay. I'm watching that cash flow, and I turn. I'm just like, God damn, what the fuck? Where'd she go?
Yep. Took the green. We call that. Take
You could
the
at least
drink
say
and run.
thank you. I guess you could at least say thank you for the drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
You know,
You must have been in Tucson when that happened.
except I was in Arizona.
Yeah. You don't
Cause
want
this
to say,
happened in
you
Arizona,
want to say what city?
Tucson, and Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Same.
It's definitely happened to me in
Listen, that's
Tucson.
happening in
You
Indianapolis,
see what I'm saying?
New
That's
Orleans,
worldwide.
Arizona. Where else have I been? What other states have I lived
Yeah.
in?
I also got the, you know, I guess this is more college phase. I guess this is more groupie stuff. You roll with an entourage, but they only not messing with you, but they trying to get to know you
To get to somebody else.
to get to somebody else.
Oh,
Where I'm over here, I'm trying to be in
Yeah.
Rico Suave mode, and you just stiff arm me for.
Jimmy.
Hey, so
You see what
what,
I'm saying?
all right, so
Yeah.
Jeff, I want you to go.
I can keep going.
All right, 'cause I want to come back to you. I want to come back to you.
The worst I've had is probably where they like attacked what I had on. Like they were like trying
You
to
look
talk
like
to me like
somebody from
you
New
look like
Orleans?"
a piece of shit with them clothes on.
Really?
Like damn, okay,
Wow.
damn. Or the hey, you know how you doing, miss? And then they turn around and look at you like ugh, like that their whole face changes.
Like, that's just the.
Where
To
like-
me, that's the worst. Like.
I don't wanna
Yeah.
talk
Then we
to you.
could visually see that they
Like you just made it seem like
Yeah.
I just
Had them say some stuff like,
yeah.
like I
You
just,
can't approach me.
Like I just
you can't talk to me.
messed up your day.
Right.
Trying to
Right.
Yeah.
at least even if you gonna diss me, cool, diss me. But
Yeah.
Oh no, it gets worse.
the stank face though, the whole like why are you here type, like dang.
Then turn around to their friends and be like, "You believe he tried to talk to me?" Just walk on back. Just walk on back to where you was, Jeff.
You know the friend co-signing like he
Oh,
be
yeah,
moving and
yeah,
all that.
shit.
You already know. You already know.
We didn't even talk about the cock blockers yet. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
they're all over.
Mine's the same one as yours, man. They gave me the stank face.
Stank face or just
Yeah. Got the
you
stank
know,
face
at the
a couple
same
times.
time, I guess, me personally, you know, I guess, you know, I try to keep it gentleman-like, keep it G, and just keep it moving.
Right.
Not all brothers do that. At least when I
Yeah.
think of that era.
Yeah.
And, you know, they calling them bitches, sluts, hoes, you dumbass, this, that, and
Right.
the other. So
Right.
I somewhat,
I've seen
at
it.
the same time, I guess, outside looking in, I fit what you may had experience in the past with that.
Okay.
Now that's
Because I don't think all women, at least I don't think so, is going in with they're going to start off with the stank face. I think that stank face build up. And I think we're a lot the cause
Right.
of
Yeah.
that.
and I like that you said that because I do think there is that too. Because I've seen this is the worst. I got to put this out here. This is the worst thing I've ever seen happen to someone trying to talk to a woman, or a woman, him getting rejected by the woman. Like you said, I've seen people cold cuss the woman out for not getting a number, and I don't think that's cool at all. Like if she don't want your number, she don't want your
Right.
number.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. I
cool.
never understood that.
But
Yeah.
I've seen this dude pick up a girl and body slam her.
What?
You heard me.
Yeah, I mean, it's some
So I can
weirdos out there, man, and it makes me.
They'll be the one that don't know how to talk to women.
It
man.
makes me understand why some women, or I want to say a lot of women, are the way that they are. You know what I'm saying when it comes to guys.
But don't do this. I don't like the, and I'm just gonna speak on all the stuff I don't like. I don't like the whole, well, I'm gonna give you a fake number just to get you off my back, or, but is that because the last man done cussed me out? So I'm just gonna give you whatever I got to give you to get you out of my face.
It's the level of maturity.
I think it's definitely the level of maturity, and I guess if I'm speaking for myself, and having experiences, I wouldn't say in relationships, but just communicating with women. I'm very comfortable with talking to women. And I think a lot of it has to go with also the approach.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm speaking on, I can't even say that because there have been some bad ones that just walk and you be like, damn, But just like you said, you trying to build up that confidence to go talk to that one.
Mm-hmm.
If you're, if it's that one, bro, you probably been eyeballing her, this, that, and the other.
Entire time.
But if you're gonna try to holler at her when she 4 drinks in and you got Future in the background, bro, that might not be the best
Right. Yeah.
move.
Yeah. And it's I think that's an issue for a lot of guys. You know what I'm saying? Is being able to make that switch a lot faster. You know what I mean? Where you gotta not be the creepy guy that keeps looking. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Well, unless
you can't say nothing that's gonna fuck it up.
Right.
Yes. No, that's
I be thinking a lot of
pressure.
outside looking in. I be like, man, you said what, bro?
Yeah.
I keep it a buck with y'all. I'm gonna do it. I have a hard time approaching women.
Well, a lot of us do.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the aspect of knowing what to say is
Hard.
It's hard as fuck.
It really is.
Oh man, it's like, oh my gosh. If I just had like one, like, you get that eye contact. That's my end.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But they don't give you that eye contact.
I used to think that wasn't the end.
Oh, that's the end.
No, but I never read it.
Okay.
So I would miss it until I learned that that's the
the
thing.
introduction to the end.
Yeah.
Just don't say nothing to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Because you're still in that mode, bro.
Right.
You can give me eye contact or not.
Right.
Okay, you just gave me the eye contact. Now you just put the pressure on for me to shoot that shot.
Right.
5 seconds left.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
So now you got to move faster.
Yes.
Because she knows that therethere's a thing.
Or the way my brain works, I know I ain't the only person done gave that eye to.
Right.
3 seconds left now. 20.
You got the coach in the background.
Hey, Jill, what do I say? Jeff, she's on me. That's what we do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, shorty over here. Hey, man, you better go holler at
You're
that.
like, nah, well,
Oh, man, now you down to 1.5.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta hurry up and go.
I'm throwing
You
in.
gotta hurry up and go now.
You on your own now.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
It takes the introduction of the eye or whatever.
Yep.
Bro, you can't say nothing to fuck it up.
That shit, man. And but the key is you gotta know that it's the eye. Cause sometimes they'll look at you.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta know it's the eye. Sometimes they just look at you.
You gotta wait for at least, I think, 3.
3 seconds.
No, I mean you gotta look for at least 3
Hey, man,
eyes.
y'all gotta go with the Jay-Z.
What's the Jay-Z?
Excuse me.
Oh man, that's my theme
what's your-
song now.
What's your neck? You gotta pause with the stutter with it though.
As a stutter, you gotta pause in it.
It's loud in the club, man. It's loud. You know.
No, what I do, I talk softly. You talk softly so you gotta really get close.
I feel you.
You gotta really be able to
man.
hear. I think that's
Yeah.
funny, man. But you're right. That excuse me, what's your name? That's real.
That
So
is very real.
let me ask this.
Hey, man, you can't say nothing. To me, at least, you can't say nothing to mess it up.
No, you
You
can't.
know,
Yeah.
You can't.
because I guess that eye or whatever, she's already throwing
a sign
that she's somewhat interested. You know what I'm saying? Us as Neanderthals, we just can't.
We don't realize it.
And trust me, I done heard some brothers say the wildest,
because they weren't on their toes.
I think that maturity level has a lot to do with it. A lot.
Is there a time frame that you should have that conversation with? Like you done built up, you done went over there and you talked to her, you done got her name. Like how long does that conversation last now?
It depends. I think maybe at the most 5 minutes. At the most.
Okay.
Like if you're sitting down and you're trying to really like get to know that person. If you're like, hey, and I saw you or whatever else, and you just I want to get your phone number. I'm gonna hit you up. And you can get on back to what you're doing. That way you already made contact. Like you said, you shot your jumper fast enough that, it left your hand before the shot clock ran out. Maybe that's where I'm at with it.
What you think, AB?
It all depends. For me, it's if I see that unicorn right there, I might go ahead and at least introduce myself.
Okay.
And then I'm about to bad back. I guess knowing in the back of my head, hey, I might.
Okay.
I ain't trying to be the brother that be handling this girl all night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At the same time, she probably on the prowl just as well as I'm on the prowl or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if I see her right then and there, depending on where I'm at, I might go ahead and shoot my shot.
But how long does it
go?
How long do you sit in that moment?
It depends on the vibe. I can't speak on the vibe.
Okay.
I could be speaking to her. Shoot, man, she might make it seem like I've been talking to her for about 3 minutes and it's done been an hour or something. It depends on how that flow goes.
Yeah.
Based off the flow, she's gonna throw that sign if she's interested or if she's not interested.
And I think it also has to depend on what you want out of the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If more women approach guys, there'd be less of that conversation, and I think in our heads of what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? If she came over, like, hey,
I don't even think they had to come over, but just some form of acknowledgement.
So, I don't know,
like something subtle enough to be like, all right, I got his attention.
I be thinking,
tip your glass. I don't know.
The age group that we're in, the maturity, of other people that I guess you say I could been around with or whatever that we've been around with, I be thinking some of them shoot their shots and brothers just ain't catching them. Their maturity level's a little bit higher, bro. You gotta step it up to. Don't ask for girl B that's on your list. Your list is girl B. Girl B right here, boom, approaches you, and you just fumble the ball.
Yeah.
Now that's your loss.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I be thinking that's a lot happening.
Yeah, I can see that. Happening.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break. Check us out next week, part 2. Same conversation. AB, that was my shoulder that popped. AB, Jeff. See y'all next week.